The 1111 portal opens tomorrow, November 11th, and if you miss it, you'll wait an entire year for this window to return. Most people see 1111 on their clock and think it's a coincidence, a cute little sign from the universe. But what if I told you that November 11th at 1111 is an actual energetic gateway that amplifies your manifestation power by hundreds of times? And what if missing this specific window is the reason you've been struggling to manifest large money all year while other people seem to get it effortlessly? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do tomorrow at 11:11 a.m. and 11:11 p.m. to use this portal correctly. Because here's the thing, doing it wrong doesn't just waste the opportunity, it can actually lock you into the wrong frequency for months. And if you're someone who's been doing all the techniques, saying all the affirmations, trying everything and still not seeing large sums show up, this portal might be the only thing standing between you and a complete financial breakthrough. Before we get into the exact method, if you're serious about using the 1111 portal tomorrow and you want the complete step-by-step breakdown, hit subscribe right now. I'm going to give you everything, but this information is incredibly time-sensitive, and you need to act fast because the portal opens in less than 24 hours. Alright, let's break down what the 1111 portal actually is and why tomorrow is different from every other day of the year. The 1111 portal isn't some mystical, woo-woo concept that people made up on TikTok. It's a documented energetic alignment that happens once a year when the date becomes November 11th. Numerologically, the number 11 is called a master number. It represents intuition, spiritual awakening, and manifestation power. When you stack it, 1111 on 1111, you create what's called a triple amplification point. It's like the universe turns up the volume on whatever you're putting out there. Think of it like this. On most regular days, your manifestation power is operating at a baseline level. Let's call it a level 1 out of 10. You can still manifest things, but it takes time, consistency, repetition. But on portal days like November 11th, your manifestation power spikes to a 10, sometimes even higher. It's like reality becomes hyper-responsive to your thoughts, your feelings, your assumptions for a brief window of time. But here's what most people completely miss, and this is critical. The portal doesn't just open on November 11th and stay open all day, giving you 24 hours to do whatever you want. No, there are two specific windows where the energy peaks to its absolute maximum, and if you're not intentional during those exact windows, you'll miss the entire thing. The first window is 11:11 a.m. in your local time zone. The second window is 11:11 p.m. These are the moments where the veil between your current reality and your desired reality is at its thinnest point. And whatever you impress on your subconscious during these windows manifests exponentially faster than any other day of the year. Now I know what some of you are thinking right now. This sounds way too good to be true. Portals aren't real. This is just spiritual marketing to get views. And I hear you. I was skeptical about this too, until I saw what happened to a close friend of mine last year. And this story is what made me a complete believer in the 1111 portal. Last November 11th, 2024, I had a friend who was in a really tough financial spot, struggling to make ends meet, stressed about money constantly, doing manifestation work, but seeing zero results for months. She was about to completely give up on manifestation altogether, thought the whole thing was fake. Then she came across the 1111 portal method from someone who swore by it, and she figured, what do I have to lose at this point? I'll try it once. So on November 11th, at exactly 11:11 a.m., she did the 3-step method I'm about to teach you in this video. She didn't do anything extra, no complicated rituals, no 47-step morning routine, just the 3 simple steps at the exact right time. And here's what happened next. This is what blew my mind. By 11:11 p.m. that same day, so 12 hours after doing the method, she got a random text message from someone she hadn't talked to in over 2 years, completely out of the blue, offering her a freelance project worth $8,000. She thought it was weird timing, but said yes. Then by November 15th, 4 days after the portal, she received an unexpected tax refund that she didn't even know she was owed. $3,200 just showed up in her account. Then, by November 20th, 9 days after using the portal, a business opportunity literally fell into her lap through a random conversation at a coffee shop, and that opportunity turned into $15,000 over the next month. Total money that showed up, $26,200 in under 3 weeks, all directly traceable back to that 1/11/11 portal window on November 11th. She didn't suddenly start working harder. She didn't win the lottery. She didn't do anything different except use the portal correctly one time. And when she told me this story, I was stunned, because the timing was too specific to be coincidence. Now here's the thing. My friend isn't special. She doesn't have some secret spiritual advantage. She's just a regular person who followed the method exactly as it's supposed to be done. And the reason I'm making this video right now, the day before the portal opens, is because if you do this tomorrow, you could have the exact same experience. But you absolutely have to do it correctly, because I've also seen people try to use the 11/11 portal and fail miserably. Not because the portal doesn't work, but because they made 3 critical mistakes that completely canceled out the energy. The 11/11 portal works on a principle called quantum amplification. When the numbers align perfectly, 11/11 on the date 11/11, your thoughts, your feelings, your assumptions get amplified and impressed onto reality at an accelerated rate. It's like the difference between whispering something to the universe versus shouting it through a megaphone. Same message, same intention, but the megaphone makes reality hear you instantly and respond immediately. The portal is the megaphone, and tomorrow you get to use it twice. But here's where it gets really interesting, and this is the part that separates people who successfully use the portal from people who try and see nothing happen. The portal doesn't care what you're amplifying. It's neutral. If you go into 11/11 tomorrow in a state of lack, desperate for money, stressed about bills, anxious about your finances, the portal will amplify that lack energy, and you'll end up manifesting more struggle, more stress, more of what you don't want. But if you go into 11/11 in a state of abundance, calm, already wealthy in your mind, already assuming large money is normal for you, the portal amplifies that abundance frequency, and you manifest large sums rapidly. So the method I'm about to give you in the next section isn't just about what to do at 11/11 tomorrow. It's about what state you need to cultivate before you even get there, because your state is everything. Most people completely miss this preparation phase. They wait until 11:10, frantically pull out their phone, try to visualize money for 60 seconds while their nervous system is in full panic mode, and then they wonder why nothing happens. That approach doesn't work. It never has. The portal responds to your state, your frequency, your nervous system, not your effort, not how hard you try, not how many techniques you stack on top of each other. So before I give you the 3-step method that my friend used to manifest over $26,000, you need to understand the preparation phase that starts today, right now. Because if you skip this, your portal work tomorrow won't land properly. The preparation phase starts tonight, right now as you're watching this, because what you do in the next few hours before you go to sleep will determine whether the portal works for you tomorrow or not. This isn't optional prep work. This is the foundation, and most people skip it completely, then wonder why they don't see results. Here's what you need to do tonight, November 10th, before midnight. First, you're going to clear your energy around money. That means from this moment forward, until you go to sleep, you're not allowed to have a single negative thought about your finances. No complaining about bills, no stressing about your bank account, no doom scrolling through your expenses. Second, before you go to bed tonight, you're going to write down one specific large sum of money that you want to manifest. Not a vague amount like more money or financial freedom. An actual number. $5,000, $10,000, $50,000. Whatever feels significant to you, but also believable. Write that number on a piece of paper or in your phone notes, and then spend exactly 5 minutes feeling the state of already having that money in your account. Not visualizing it coming to you. Not imagining what you'll do with it. Just feeling what it's like to be someone who has that amount right now, naturally, normally. Then you close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, and go to sleep without thinking about it again. Third, set 2 alarms right now before you forget. One for 11:10 a.m. tomorrow, and one for 11:10 p.m. tomorrow. These alarms are non-negotiable because you need to be in position 5 minutes before the portal opens both times. If you miss the timing, you miss the amplification. Now let's talk about tomorrow morning, November 11th. The moment you wake up, do not immediately grab your phone and start scrolling. I know that's hard, but it's crucial. The first 10 minutes after you wake up, your subconscious is still in a highly receptive state, almost like you're still halfway in the dream world. If you flood that space with stress, news, social media, other people's energy, you're contaminating your frequency before the portal even opens. Instead, spend those first 10 minutes in silence or listening to calm music and mentally rehearse the feeling of abundance. Just 10 minutes. That's it. Then from when you finish that morning routine until 11:11 a.m., you're going to live your day as normally as possible, but with one rule: stay in the abundant state. That doesn't mean you have to be happy every second or force positive thoughts constantly. It just means when you think about money or your finances, you think from the assumption that large sums are normal for you, easy for you, natural for you. You're borrowing the mindset of someone who already has wealth, just for a few hours. All right, now we're getting to the actual method. The 3 steps you'll do at exactly 11:11 a.m. and again at 11:11 p.m. tomorrow. This is what my friend did that resulted in over $26,000 showing up in 3 weeks. And this is what you're going to do if you're serious about using this portal correctly. Step 1. State installation. At exactly 11:11, whether it's a.m. or p.m., you're going to close your eyes immediately. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Then for the next 60 seconds minimum, you're going to feel yourself already having the large sum you wrote down last night. Not visualizing it, not imagining a future where you have it. You're feeling the state of being someone who already has this money right now in this present moment. What does that feel like in your body? Calm, secure, relaxed, bored even. Wealthy people aren't excited about money, they're bored by it, because it's normal. So you're going to feel that boredom, that normalcy, that of course I have this energy for a full minute. This is the most important part of the entire method, because the portal amplifies whatever state you're in at 11:11. If you're desperate, it amplifies desperation. If you're abundant, it amplifies abundance. So you must get into the state first before you move to step 2. Step 2. Command activation. After you've held the abundant state for at least 60 seconds, you're going to say this command once in your mind with complete certainty. I am so ready. Not, I will be ready. Not, I hope I'm ready. Not, I'm trying to be ready. Just, I am so ready. 3 words, present tense, fact. You're not asking the portal for permission. You're not requesting large money to show up. You're declaring that you are already in the frequency of readiness. Ready to receive, ready for large sums, ready for abundance to flow. When you say, I am so ready, you're telling reality, I'm not hoping, I'm not waiting, I am ready right now, and large money can show up immediately, because I'm in the state to receive it. Say it once with 0 doubt, 0 hesitation, like you're stating the most obvious fact in the world. Feel the certainty behind those words. I am so ready. That's it. One time, then you immediately move to step 3. Step 3. Release protocol. This is where most people completely mess up the portal work, so listen carefully. The moment you finish saying the command, you open your eyes and you do not think about what you just did for the rest of the day. You don't sit there wondering if it worked. You don't check your bank account 10 minutes later. You don't start doing other manifestation techniques just to make sure. You move immediately to a completely different activity. Make coffee, watch a video, text a friend, go for a walk, anything that takes your attention off the portal work entirely. Why? Because the portal is now doing the work in the background, rearranging reality to match the state and command you just installed. But if you start monitoring for results, if you start obsessively checking for signs, you're telling your subconscious, I don't actually believe this worked, let me see if anything changed. And that doubt, that monitoring energy, cancels out the entire thing. The portal responds to trust, not control. You did your part in 3 minutes, now you let reality do its part. Complete amnesia for the next 24 hours minimum. Forget you even did the portal method. Go live your life from the state of someone who already has large money, not someone waiting for large money to show up. Now, here's the powerful part that amplifies this even more. You're going to do this method twice tomorrow. Once at 11:11 a.m. and again at 11:11 p.m. 2 portal windows, 2 opportunities to impress your abundant state and command onto reality. Most people only do it once and wonder why the results aren't as strong. Doing it at both 11:11 times creates a double amplification effect, like hitting the manifestation button twice in one day. If for some reason you miss 11:11 a.m., don't panic. You still have the 11:11 p.m. window, and it's equally powerful. But if you can do both, that's ideal, because you're essentially telling reality, this is who I am in the morning, and this is still who I am at night. I am so ready. Twice confirmed. The portal window technically extends about 5 minutes before and after the exact time, so from 11:06 to 11:16, but the peak power moment is at exactly 11:11. Set your alarms for 11:10, so you have 1 minute to get into position. Close your eyes and be ready when 11:11 hits. And here's something most portal videos don't tell you. The command, I am so ready, works specifically because it's present tense, identity language combined with readiness energy. You're not saying, I want money, or money is coming to me. Those are future-focused, which puts the manifestation out there in some distant timeline. When you say, I am so ready, you're collapsing time. You're saying, the version of me that has large money already exists, and I am that version, right now, ready to receive what's already mine. This is pure Neville Goddard assumption work, applied to the 11:11 portal energy. You're not using the portal to get something you don't have. You're using the portal to amplify the truth that you already are abundant. You already are ready. You already are in the frequency where large money flows naturally. If you're watching this right now and you're planning to do this tomorrow, drop 11:11 in the comments below. Not just to engage with the video, but because typing it out is a micro commitment. It's you telling yourself and the algorithm, I'm actually doing this. I'm not just passively watching. The people who comment are the people who follow through, so type it right now, 11:11. And if you want me to create a follow-up video covering what to do after the portal closes, what signs to look for in the next 7 days, and how to not mess up the manifestation in the critical 72-hour window after November 11th, make sure you're subscribed, because I'll be releasing that video on November 15th with real results and testimonials. All right, now you know the preparation phase and you know the exact 3-step method, state installation, command activation, release protocol, and you know the timing, 11:11 a.m. and 11:11 p.m. tomorrow. But before you go and set your alarms, there are 3 fatal mistakes that will completely destroy your portal work if you make them. And I need to show you exactly what they are so you can avoid them. Fatal mistake. Number 1, going into the portal with desperation energy. This is the biggest reason people use the 11:11 portal and see absolutely nothing happen. They wait until 11:11, close their eyes, and then they're internally begging, pleading, desperately hoping, please work, please work. I need this money so badly. Please let this portal thing be real. That desperation, that neediness, that I don't have it yet, so I'm praying this works. Energy is what the portal amplifies, not the money you're asking for. Remember, the portal is neutral. It amplifies your state, your frequency, your nervous system in that exact moment. If you're in a desperate state at 11:11, the portal says, "Okay, you're desperate. Let me make that feeling stronger." And you end up manifesting more situations that make you feel desperate. But if you're in an abundant state, calm, already feeling like someone who has large money, the portal says, "Okay, you're abundant. Let me amplify that," and large money starts showing up in your reality. So the fix for this mistake is simple but non-negotiable. You need to spend the rest of today and all of tomorrow, up until 11:11, cultivating the abundant state. That means no stressing about bills tonight, no complaining about money tomorrow morning, no checking your bank account anxiously before the portal opens. You're living as if you already have the large sum you want. You're borrowing that energy for 24 hours, and then when you hit 11:11, you're not desperate, you're just ready. I am so ready. Because you're already in the frequency. Fatal mistake number 2. Portal hopping or technique stacking. This is when people do the 11:11 portal method and then immediately think, well, I should also do some scripting just to reinforce it, and maybe I'll make a vision board later, and I'll do my affirmations before bed, just to cover all my bases. Stop. The moment you start stacking other manifestation techniques on top of the portal work, you're revealing massive doubt. You're essentially saying, I don't actually believe the portal was enough, so let me do 5 other things to make sure it works. That doubt, that hedging energy, completely cancels out the portal activation because manifestation responds to certainty, not effort. When you do the 3-step method at 11:11 and then you forget about it completely and move on with your life, that's certainty. You did your part, you trust it worked, you're not second-guessing it. But when you immediately start doing other techniques, you're in your head, you're controlling, you're not trusting, and the portal energy dissipates. So here's the rule for November 11th. The only manifestation work you do tomorrow is the 11:11 portal method at both 11:11 a.m. and 11:11 p.m. That's it. No journaling, no scripting, no subliminals, no extra affirmations, nothing. You're picking one method, the most powerful method available tomorrow, and you're committing to it fully. If you can't trust the portal enough to let it be the only thing you do, then you're not ready to use it. Fatal mistake number 3. Immediate monitoring and result checking. This one kills more manifestations than anything else. The portal closes at 11:16, and by 11:17, people are already checking their bank account going, did anything change yet? Let me refresh. Maybe I'll get a text message. Let me check my email for unexpected money notifications. And then by the end of the day, when nothing's materialized yet, they think, see, I knew this portal stuff was fake, it didn't work. Here's what you need to understand. The portal amplifies and accelerates your manifestation, but it doesn't make things appear out of thin air in 5 minutes. It sets the energetic wheels in motion, and then reality rearranges itself over the next days and weeks to match what you impressed at 11:11. My friend didn't get $26,000 deposited into her account at 11:12. She got a text message 12 hours later that led to $8,000. Then more money showed up over the following weeks in unexpected ways. The manifestation is happening in the background, but if you're obsessively monitoring for it, if you're checking and looking and waiting, you're operating from, I don't have it yet. Where is it? And that's a lack frequency that blocks what's trying to come through. The fix is the release protocol from step 3, complete amnesia. After you do the portal method, you forget you did it. You don't think about money manifestation at all for at least 24 hours, ideally 72 hours. You go live your life, you stay in the abundant state naturally, and you let the portal work in the invisible realm while you're busy doing other things. The universe doesn't reward obsession, it rewards trust. Do the work at 11:11, then trust it's done, and move on. Alright, now let me give you the complete hour-by-hour guide for November 11th tomorrow so you know exactly what to do from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. This is the roadmap. Follow it, and you'll maximize the portal energy. 7 a.m. Wake up. Do not grab your phone immediately. Spend the first 10 minutes in silence or with calm music, just existing in a peaceful state. Let your mind wake up slowly without flooding it with information, stress, or other people's energy. 7:10 a.m. Optional but powerful. Spend 5 minutes in gratitude for the money you already have. Even if it's $5 in your account, even if it's just the fact that you have a roof over your head, find something financial to be grateful for. This sets the abundance frequency for the day. 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Go about your normal morning routine. Eat breakfast, get ready, do whatever you usually do. The only rule is, stay in the abundant state. If you think about money, think from the assumption that large sums are normal for you. If a bill comes to mind, think, that's already handled. If you see a price tag, think, I can easily afford that. You're practicing the identity of someone with wealth. 11 a.m. Find a quiet space where you won't be interrupted for 10 minutes. This could be your bedroom, your car, a private corner somewhere. Doesn't matter where, just needs to be quiet. Set your phone to do not disturb mode. 11:10 a.m. Close your eyes and start getting into the state. Take deep breaths, relax your body, start feeling the abundance energy building. You're preparing for the portal window. 11:11 a.m. Execute the 3-step method exactly as I explained in the previous section. State installation for 60 seconds, then command activation. I am so ready, said once, then immediately open your eyes and move to something else. Do not linger. Do not analyze. Do not wonder if it worked. Just do it and release it. 11:20 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is your amnesia window. Forget the portal happened. Live your life completely normally. Work, eat lunch, run errands, watch videos, talk to people, whatever you'd normally do. Do not think about manifestation. Do not check your bank account. Do not look for signs. If the thought, did the portal work, comes up, acknowledge it and let it pass without engaging with it. 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Continue living normally. Have dinner, relax, wind down your evening. Stay in a calm, peaceful state, no stressful content, no doom scrolling, no heavy conversations about money or problems. 10 p.m. Start preparing for the second portal window. Find your quiet space again. Set your phone to do not disturb again. 10:50 p.m. Begin settling into the state. You've done this once already today, so it should feel easier now. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, feel the abundance. 11:11 p.m. Execute the 3-step method again. Same process. State installation, command activation. I am so ready. Release protocol. Do it with the same certainty you had in the morning, maybe even more because now you've affirmed it twice in one day. 11:20 p.m. to midnight. Wind down for bed. Do not think about the portal work. Do not journal about it. Do not text your friends about it. Do not make a vision board to reinforce it. Just go to sleep in a state of peace and trust. That's the complete November 11th timeline. 2 portal windows, 2 activations, total time invested maybe 10 minutes across the entire day, and the rest of the time you're just living in the abundant state naturally. Don't tell your friends you're doing it. Don't post about it on social media. Don't monitor for results. Just do it in silence, trust the process, and live your life from the state of someone who already has large money. Then come back to this video in 7 days, November 17th, and comment what showed up. A text message, an unexpected payment, a new opportunity, whatever form the money took. The 1111 portal opens once a year. This is your one chance until November 11th, 2026. Don't spend the next 365 days wondering, what if I had just tried it? You have everything you need now. The preparation steps, the 3-step method, the exact timing, the command, the mistakes to avoid, the complete roadmap. Tomorrow at 11:11 a.m., you're going to close your eyes, feel the abundant state, say, I am so ready once with absolute certainty, and then release it completely. Then again at 11:11 p.m. That's it. 2 3-minute windows that could completely shift your financial reality for the rest of 2025 and beyond. The portal is waiting for you. The question is, are you ready? Actually, forget that question. You already know the answer, because tomorrow at 11:11, you're going to say it out loud. I am so ready. See you on the other side of the portal. I hope you enjoyed this video.